Alright, it's been a while again since I've gotten a video out that wasn't video game content. Several days, in fact. So let's get back into the game with another Steven Universe review. Another review of the Steven Universe ongoing comic book series from a couple of years back. We're on issue number 9 now, I believe. In this issue, Steven is working on improving his art so that he can show some of his art to Lapis and Peridot the next time that they're showing off some of their meat morphs to him. And he gets the idea from Amethyst to go to Vidalia to get some art advice from someone who actually does art on a regular basis, who isn't Lapis or Peridot, right? And as Steven being Steven, wanting all of his friends to have fun together in this new situation, brings Peridot and Lapis along. But the pair of them are convinced that they don't really have anything else that they can learn. They feel like they've self-taught themselves enough. So as they are getting feedback from Vidalia on their drawing and painting abilities, they not only are surprised to realize that she does have critiques, but it starts to get to them a little bit. And after Peridot accidentally splatters some paint on Lapis's painting, the two of them have a bit of a paint fight, ruining Steven's artwork for the day. He breaks down and they realize how much they've hurt him by letting their own pettiness get the best of them here, so they use their combined abilities to restore his artwork, at least for the most part, making it up to him, and the three of them do go back to learn more from Vidalia after the fact. And I like this one a lot. In fact, I like art. I like to draw. I'm not great at it anymore. I've kind of fallen out of practice, but I still really enjoy it, and I've taken several art classes. They're very nostalgic to me. So seeing Vidalia give her feedback, the kind of feedback I would have heard in those classes, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty fun experience for me to go through. This is also, once again, an issue of this comic that does something that I wish the show had done more of in its later seasons. It brought together Lapis and Peridot, who were these underused characters, and Vidalia, a very interesting minor character, in a situation that logically makes sense for them to interact, as all of them are artists. It's just, Lapis and Peridot are more abstract than they are painters. And it was really cool to see in this one, we knew Amethyst used a model for Vidalia, but she's very professional about it, and she's very good at it, and she has a certain understanding of art and the artistic method through helping Vidalia out in that way that we'd never really gotten to see from her before. It was pretty cool. I also thought it was super neat over the course of this, getting to see some of the distinct styles on display here. Steven, Lapis, and Peridot all have very distinct skills, distinct things that they have to work on, and also distinct styles of drawing and painting, with Steven just, trying to do his best, right? Lapis being very precise in her painting, almost to the point that she hesitates to really finalize her early sketches because she's trying to be as accurate as possible. And Peridot's a little more abstract in general. She's just an abstract painter. And honestly, I thought her stuff was really great. And even more than some of these other issues, I really felt like this one definitely had enough going on with it to have been an episode of the show, with the story seeming to be about one thing, these characters going and doing fun stuff at this art lesson with Vidalia and learning something about art, but then ending up being a lesson about not letting pettiness get the best of you, or not to take things too far. There's not much more to it, but that amounts to a lot. And the art advice in this, while, a little vague, because art is subjective, the advice you receive about how to conduct it is going to be a little subjective too, is valid. You can actually learn something about art, about producing art, from reading this comic, which was really cool too. The rapport between Amethyst and Vidalia was great here. I don't know exactly what these characters were to each other in the past. Some fans have speculated that they're more than just friends, or they were at one point or another, but they're definitely friends. You can feel how close they used to be just from their interactions here. The voices of the two characters were very well realized. I think, like Amethyst, even though she was talking about stuff that she usually doesn't talk about in the show proper, still felt like herself through this whole thing. Lapis and Peridot felt like themselves, and their development here, while not groundbreaking, was suitable to the situation and perfectly valid. And not to mention that this issue had several examples of Amethyst, let's say, modeling, which was very neat in my opinion. All in all, this probably isn't, like, on any objective level, the best of these issues so far, but it might be my favorite of the bunch. As per usual though, guys, what did you think of Steven Universe Ongoing issue number 9? If you have read it, let's get a discussion going in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, you might as well like the video, share it with anyone else who you think would enjoy my content, subscribe if you haven't. You can also check out links to my various social medias, as well as the many ways you can help out the channel. Those will be in the video description, but either way, this has been AJ22, and I will talk to you guys later.